Welcome to the Albert and Billy Show, folks, here on WUAT Radio and Channel 18 BTC Fiber TV. Also go to BTC Fiber YouTube page. Be sure to get on there and click like and subscribe. We want you to subscribe. And I'm noticing there's a lot of people subscribing. It has went up quite a bit, but we need to keep that up, folks. We really appreciate it. So if you don't care to do that. And yeah, a comment as long as it's nice, right?
Yeah. Everybody likes a pat on the back. Nobody likes a boot in the rear.
Not really. Not really. Well, Papa, how you doing today?
I'm doing fine for an old man.
I thought you was about to say fair to middling.
I usually say that, but I thought I'd throw you a curve.
You did. I remember the first time you said that to me. I had never heard it in my life, folks.
Joel Stanford picked up on that the first time I said it to him. He said, "Ever, what does that mean?"
That's what I said. So what the heck does that mean?
It's a term for the grade of cotton. That's where that originated from. It was a grade of cotton.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
I picked up on it.
You must have. You must have.
What it really
you must
means.
Have felt like some cotton that
what
day.
It really means is I'm 6 of one and half a dozen of the other.
Got you. Somewhere in between, aren't you? Not bad. Not doing bad. But not doing that great either, right?
Proud to be doing what I'm doing. Proud to be doing what I'm doing.
Right.
I mowed my yard day before yesterday. Tickled me to death. And
I'm sure it did, and I guarantee you folks he done it in the hottest part of the day.
Yeah.
Because he tends to do that.
But
being stubborn is your strong point, isn't it?
I thank God for the ability to get on the mower and mow my yard.
Well, and I'm glad you did. I bet God said, Albert, use a little common sense and get on this mower a little bit later in the evening where it ain't so hot. I bet he tells you that a lot.
You think God might be wiser than? You think God might be wiser than me?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, don't let him fool you, folks. He is stubborn. Well, we got some announcements before we get to your trivia, and I'm hoping I did pretty good on it last week, though.
You did well.
Yeah, so hopefully
I gave you a passing grade.
I think I deserved it then. We got some announcements, though, upcoming events here in the community, so we'll get started with that. We've been talking about this one, though. They have it every month, Papa, and we keep saying we're going to go. We need to go out there.
Fall.
That's right. It's the country breakfast at the Fall Creek Falls Fire Department. They're going to host that Saturday, June the 26th, so that's that's 2 weeks, isn't it?
It'll be a week from tomorrow.
A week from tomorrow, okay. A week from June 26th. That's on Saturday, folks. It'll be from 7 to 10 a.m., of course, at the fire department. They're located on State Route 30 West. The menu, theirs is always different, so I like it. You can get biscuits and gravy, scrambled eggs, but in this one you can also get pancakes. And hash browns, and fresh fruit, bacon, sausage, country ham, fried bologna. And to drink, you can get a glass of orange juice, a cup of coffee, or a glass of milk. That's a good menu.
Any place where you can have 4 options for a meat selection.
Yeah, no kidding.
You do well.
They go all out on that one, don't they?
You do well.
But they're the only ones that does pancakes.
Right.
I challenge the rest of you fire departments. I challenge you to start making some pancakes every once in a while. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Be a good surprise.
I like pancakes.
I do too. And we've talked about this as well, but actually, it's more fire department news. This is Mount Crest. The volunteer fire department at Mount Crest, and this one is tomorrow, Papa.
It's also on Highway 30 West.
It sure is. It's right by Mary V. Wheeler Elementary School. You can't miss it. Literally right beside it. Okay, so there's once again is tomorrow. It'll be from 6 to 10 a.m. And donations can be dropped off, though, well, today, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. So I'd say they've been dropped off. I'd say they still wouldn't turn you down, though. I guarantee you that. They're located, like I just said, on Highway 30 West, right next door to Mary B. Wheeler Elementary School. And it's not saying their menu in this one, but they always have a good one, too. They're the ones with homemade jelly.
Homemade jelly.
Yeah.
The times I've been there.
Right. And they have orange juice, but they always forget to put it on the announcement. But we've aggravated them about that a bunch, you know. Now I think they just break tradition if they did do it. I really do. And speaking of them also, they're having a multifamily yard sale. And that started, well, yesterday.
Today.
I take that back. It started today.
Today.
And it will also be tomorrow. It'll be from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. So go get you some good breakfast tomorrow morning and then check out their big yard sale, multi-family yard sale. So sounds pretty good. I'd say there'll be a lot of stuff for sale.
Lot to select from.
I would say so. And okay, we talked about this. Also, we've been trying to promote this for people. It's coming up. Let's see, when is it? It's underway. It's the annual summer reading program.
Oh yeah,
at the Bledsoe County Library. It's called Easy Peasy this year.
Easy Peasy.
And they're going to be outdoors this year for the first time.
At the farmer's market.
At the farmer's market. I like that. My third grade teacher, Miss Kathy Britt, will be doing story hour at the Pikeville Farmer's Market, which is, well, right across from the library, right across from us here at WUAT. They're literally right smack here in downtown Pikeville. It'll last about an hour. Each child will receive a chain, a brag tag for attendance. After the reading, they can go to Ember's Ice Cream Shop. We filmed there, last week before that. And they can stop at the library after that, of course, and check out all the books. It says the library has lots of new children's books available right now. So avoid the dreaded summer slump by reading or listening to your child read for at least 20 minutes per day, folks. If you have any questions, though, give them a call at 447-2817. So that's getting ready to get underway. Oh, yeah. This one's way too long and convoluted to tell you the whole story. We'll just say Officer Ricky Hodge with Pikeville City Police Department.
I know, right?
You know Ricky well. Yeah. You officiated their wedding, didn't you?
I did their wedding. I sure did.
Well, he made a huge arrest, actually. It was Ricky Cox who he got. Ricky Cox was arrested with meth and cocaine. It says a Spring City man, but he's from here. He's from here. Out in Luminary, I think. But anyway, he was the one that was arrested with methamphetamine and cocaine in his car, but it was a high-speed pursuit. It was Roscoe P. Coltrane used to say. And Officer Hodge stated he saw a black Ford Mustang convertible traveling at a high rate of speed south on Main Street onto Stolen Highway, which is toward SR 30 East. According to the arrest report, Hodge attempted to catch up to the vehicle, which was being driven by Ricky Leon Cox, 49, turned on his lights and sirens when the vehicle went into Lower East Valley Road after running a stop sign. So anyway, as the car traveled down Lower East Valley Road, oh yeah, I forgot about this part. They threw a guitar out the window, a guitar, and other unknown items were thrown out the window. The Mustang turned into a driveway near Lower East Valley Road at a very high rate of speed, spinning its tires all the way up the driveway. Hodge reported the driveway turned into a circle and that's where Hodge went the opposite direction of Cox, and they met head on. So smart move, Ricky. Smart move.
He was on the ball.
He was on the ball, and that was it was a lot of drugs. A lot of drugs. We was told it was one of the biggest busts in the county ever. So it was methamphetamine and cocaine and lots of it. So good job, Pikeville Police Department. Good
I wonder
job,
what they do.
Rick
I wonder
Ellis.
what they do with all the confiscation that they take.
I mean that they put it up for evidence.
For evidence.
Yeah.
You know, one time a man stole 18 cartons of cigarettes from the store. Listen, two men worked together. They stole 18 cartons of cigarettes. And Carolyn saw him get them off the rack, and she called me up to the front and said, Albert said, somebody stole 18 cartons of cigarettes. I saw him get them.
Yeah.
So I started drifting through the store trying to find somebody with 18 cartons of cigarettes in their buggy. I couldn't find anybody. Finally, Carolyn called me back up front, and she said, that man going out the door with that big bag, he's got your cigarettes. They kept the cigarettes for evidence.
Oh, I know.
When the law caught, I followed them. I said, you're not going to get away from me. So I said, I told Carolyn, I said, tell the police to follow me. I'll be with this man.
Go, Papa. He's going to chase him down.
Greedy little creatures. Okay.
Hold up. Before I forget, I got to wish a happy birthday today to, and let's see, there's one on Tuesday I have to say as well. But happy birthday today to Tara Pearson and Patsy Ellis. Happy birthday.
Ellis.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Tara and Patsy. Hope you ladies are having a great birthday today. And also on Tuesday, the 22nd, we'll go ahead and wish Miss Maddie Presley a happy birthday. So those are our birthdays today.
Remember how many birthdays do we have, Billy?
Oh, God, that's a trivia question. This other
Remember
day.
I asked you.
One.
You don't have but one birthday.
That's right.
You celebrate that
question.
birthday every year, and you
Right.
call it my birthday.
Yeah.
You're only born one time.
That's right.
I have an announcement to make coming from
All
First Southern Baptist Church,
Okay.
located here on Main Street.
Mm-hmm.
There is going to be 3 different opportunities for children in Pikeville and in surrounding areas to attend camps, all spread out throughout the summer.
That.
We've got 3 different camps, and
Okay.
none of the camps cost anything. Each one of them is free.
Can't beat
The
that,
first
folks.
camp available to the residents of this county is the sports camp. It will be held the 28th of this month through July the 1st.
Okay.
Each day you may come to the church at 9 and stay until 1.
Mm-hmm.
The ages from 5 years of age
Yeah.
to the completion of the 8th grade. However old you are when you get through with the 8th grade, you're through with elementary school.
Right.
That's the sports camp.
Sounds
Now,
pretty good.
The day camp will then start on July the 19th and go through the 22nd. Again, it's from 9 in the morning, but it's till 2 in the afternoon. The ages are 5 years to the completion of the 5th grade.
Okay.
How
that's a
old
little
are you when
different.
you get through with the 5th grade? You're either 11 or 12, whatever it is. You start school average age about 6.
Right.
But anyway, that's the day camp. Now we have a music camp, and the music
That's
camp
the first,
is going to start on. It's what now?
That's the first, isn't it? I've never known them to have music camp.
Well, I guess it is the first time we've ever done it.
Yeah, I don't think ever heard
It
y'all
will
have
be held from the 26th of July through the 28th. That's just 3 days.
Okay.
26, 27, 28.
Yeah.
And it will be from 9 till 12, 3 hours a day.
Okay.
5 years of age to the completion of the 5th grade. Now you
Two
must
out of the three's like
you
that.
must pre-register. If you are smart enough to do this on a computer, you won't be named Albert.
Yeah, until now.
This is who you contact. My First Southern Baptist Church, MYFSBC.
.com.
And if you are not smart enough to do that, you may call the office at 447-2849. Ask for Jolene. She's the church secretary.
Now, he's smart enough to do that, folks. He just, for whatever reason, despite us asking him to several times throughout the years, Papa will not even attempt to turn on a computer to learn it. Nothing. Ain't gonna happen.
Now,
Will you?
one thing I omitted.
Now you're gonna change the
The
subject.
reason for the pre-registration is to
That's
know how
smooth.
many children will be there, because meals will be provided.
Well, yeah, of course.
So they
yeah.
need to know how many students will
Right.
be there for the sports camp, for the music camp, and for the day camp. All 3 camps, it's necessary that you pre-register your
Yeah.
child. So
You
that's
pre-register on all 3 of them, don't you?
well. The sports
Don't say-
camp,
yeah.
somebody might want to go to the sports camp and not be interested in music. I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's fine.
Everybody don't like fishing, but I sure do.
That was smooth, Papa.
Everybody don't like golf. Everybody don't like golf. You sure don't.
You know, he tells me that. Okay, all I said was, it's the only sport. I mean, I love sports, you know that, but it's the only one that I can't really just sit and watch golf on TV. I can't. It's boring.
Listen,
It's not enough action.
do you know a basketball player by the name of Curry?
Yeah.
Stephen Curry?
Yeah.
I tell you, he started a golf business.
Oh, well. It's because he got a lot.
It's all on television all day today.
Okay. He's starting a golf what? Business?
Golf business. He's got some other basketball players involved in it too, but it's
Oh.
going to be a fun thing. But he's going to make money out of it.
Well, of course. He wouldn't be doing it.
It's going to be on television.
Well, then, yeah, they'll make
And
some
listen,
big
Billy,
money.
if you had learned earlier in life how to play golf, you might be winning. You might be winning $2 million when you win a golf tournament.
yeah, I know. You should have showed me how to play golf, Papa.
I never played golf myself. Never played golf in my life. I've got 2 bags. I've got 2 bags of golf clubs that Eddie left there.
So,
What am I going to do with 2 sets of golf clubs? Take it
I
up.
don't know if that's funny.
All right. We're through with announcements. Are you ready for trivia?
I'm never completely ready, but I'm ready as I'm going to be.
All right, here we go.
I got a lifeline today, so maybe I get a little help.
If you want to go to another country, you've got to have a travel document. What's that travel?
Passport.
There's another word for it.
Not really. It's passport.
Okay, I thought there was a visa.
Well, yeah, you can call it that. You just try to trip me up, don't you?
All right.
It's still a correct answer.
Give me the name of a clothier. I'm gonna give you his last name. His last name is Strauss. What's his first name?
What'd you call him?
Clothier, a man that makes pants.
A designer? A pants, I guess?
A man that makes pants. His last
Oh,
name is
God.
Strauss.
Levi.
Levi, you got it. Levi
Why is it?
Strauss. What did he make?
Now, that ain't, see, that
Makes
does
denim pants.
Right, that's
Denim.
what I was going to say, too.
All right. In some people's homes, there is a piece of furniture called a 4-poster. What's the piece of furniture? A 4-poster
terrible clue.
There's only one piece of furniture in the house
Uh-huh.
that's called a 4-poster chair, table,
I would think
4-poster
bed.
bed. Thank you, Billy.
That's a guess. Complete guess, but I got
But
it.
a lot of beds nowadays have no poles at all sticking up.
Yeah, true.
Nothing
That's true.
but the mattress on top of a spring and the spring on top of a piece of
I
wood.
know.
All right. Superman's girlfriend worked for the Daily Planet.
Lois Lane.
Lois Lane. Superman came along in the late 30s. Batman followed.
Really?
The late 30s, getting close to 1940. This is when the heroes started appearing.
Okay.
They,
Boy, didn't that turn into
Superman and Batman.
phenomenon.
They're still around.
Of course, yeah, they are.
Steve Reed and Hubert Robertson used to buy those comic books when they were hit for a dime. And
Yeah.
they would put them in a plastic bag and save them. I wonder if they still got them.
I don't know, but I've done the same thing.
You
when I
saved
was
some
a
of
kid.
yours?
Yeah, I still got some.
I went back to
I
Mother
don't
and
know when.
Daddy.
I don't know when they'll ever be worth anything. It's hard to know.
Well, I did the same thing. And I went back to Mother and Daddy after Carolyn and I got married. And I wanted my comic books. Buster had done something with them, my older brother. Didn't have a one. All I had was my marbles left.
Them dang marbles, I tell you what.
What is a 3-letter abbreviation for and so forth?
And so forth.
If you're speaking and you say a lot of words, you pass a lot of information on, and then you say and so forth. There is a 3-letter word, and it's abbreviated 3 letters to stand for and so forth.
Wait, they stand for and so forth?
Yes, but it's not.
There's no way, because that's ASL.
That's not it. E.
What do you think, Lifeline?
ENC period stands for and so forth. Don't ask me why. I didn't invent the English language. You don't
That's
believe
the
me.
stupidest
I can
thing
tell,
I've ever
you
heard.
don't believe me.
Nah, I did not say
it
I
up.
didn't believe you. I just said it was the stupidest
But
thing I've ever heard.
ETC in a period
That's crazy. That
is
is
what
that is
people
crazy.
will say. All right.
You got to admit that seems kind of pointless. Does
If
it
you're
not?
eating Haagen-Dazs, what are you
Not to
eating?
change the subject. Yes, twice. That's twice
That's
today already.
my next question.
Yeah,
If you're
okay.
eating Haagen-Dazs, what are you eating?
That's ice cream, isn't
Ice cream. You're eating the Cadillac. You're paying for it, brother.
You are. That's true. That's true.
Haagen-Dazs.
Now, don't they have those in the little ice cream
I've never
dots or whatever?
I've never eaten Haagen-Dazs. I don't have
Oh,
any idea.
I'm pretty sure I have.
The
and
most
that's what it
expensive
is.
ice cream that I'm familiar with is Eddie, E-D-Y.
Really?
E-D-Y.
Apparently.
It's one of your. It's not the Cadillac, but it's close to it.
Really?
Really, you can buy it at the dollar store.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
If you sleep briefly, how do you do?
Taking a nap.
Take a nap. A lot of people take a nap.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of old people take a nap. Why do people take a nap?
Because it makes you feel better.
To re-energize your batteries so that you can
That's
go
right.
a little while longer.
Well, yeah, that too.
Last question.
Oh, God.
Alfalfa is a type of
Is that a trick question, by the way?
animals eat alfalfa.
Oh, okay.
What
well,
is
then we know it's not the little rascal alfalfa. So,
I said alfalfa is a type of blank that animals eat.
is it
What animals eat? Cows, horses.
grass?
But not green grass.
Hay?
Hey, alfalfa is a hay.
I
You did
didn't
not
know
know
that either. I ain't never, no, I ain't never heard somebody say, "Hey, we're out, hauling some alfalfa today out in the fields."
I don't really know of another. I don't really know of another type of hay that farmers plant
No.
that they reap. But alfalfa is the best known of the hay family.
What about that? No, when you said alfalfa, of course I was thinking the Little Rascals.
That's all of my trivia.
I think I done pretty good again, Papa. I do believe.
You did better than I thought you'd do.
Ooh, that was a burn, wasn't it?
Well,
Folks, I got every one of them right last week.
But alfalfa is common stuff, Billy. Common stuff.
Maybe not as common as you think. I mean,
Evidently not.
I guarantee you 95% of the people, if you said alfalfa, their mind would go to the Little Rascals, wouldn't
come on.
They would. I know they
The
would.
Little Rascals, you got to go back in history to pick them up now.
So what? Reruns. That's what reruns are for, Papa.
You're telling me the Little Rascals are still popular?
Yes, absolutely. They've even made a couple movies. They've made 2 or 3 movies about them, yeah.
There's a lot of reruns, I'll have to admit.
Exactly.
But I don't watch them.
Trust me, I know.
I watched the movie here.
Papa reads, folks. Now, if you ask him to watch something with you, he will usually. But he's got to be, provoked to do it. If not, he's going to read all night long. Don't you?
Oh, I don't read all night long.
He does a lot.
Mac Brown, when he was
There's
alive,
some sports on.
Mac Brown told me here before he died.
Yeah.
And he said, Albert said, come up to the house tonight. I'm watching a movie. I want you to come up and watch it with me. I said, Mac, I can't leave right now. I said, what is the name of the movie? He said, the name of the movie is The Notebook.
Oh gosh.
And he said, Albert, you've got to come up here and watch it with me. I said, Mac,
I can see why, because that was you and Nanny
but
I said,
why do you want me to come? He said, it's you and Carol.
God, it is.
I said, but Mac, I can't. Well, anyway, he never did invite me for a second round of watching the movie. Not long ago, I was in Dayton, Tennessee at a store, thrift store, We Care.
Yeah.
And I picked up the book, The Notebook.
Oh,
It was a paperback edition, and I remembered Mac inviting me up there to watch that movie. And it was just 50 cents. So I bought that book. And I took it home with me, and I thought, okay, old buddy, you're going to read that book. If the movie was so good, Mac wanted you to come up there.
Oh, the movie's good. I've not read the book, but yeah, the movie, and it does actually. It's cool. It does remind you of you and Nanny for
Okay,
real.
I laid
It
the book
does.
down there, and I didn't get a chance to read it for probably 3 or 4 months. But finally, I picked it up, and I started reading the book, The Notebook.
Really?
I got to a spot in the movie where the sex scene was so vivid, I shut the book. I said, I can't read that. So I didn't read the book.
Oh, shoot.
And I've got it at the house. If anybody wants to read the book, I've got it.
Leave it to
I'm
you
not
to
kidding.
say that. Come on.
I'm not kidding. It was so vivid.
Mhm.
I didn't think I ought to be reading that.
Well, oh shoot. Whatever.
So I didn't. But anyway.
So you mean to tell me because of a good sex scene, you just stopped reading the whole book? Couldn't you not have just skipped and it got the rest of the story?
I was afraid I'd run into another one.
No, you wouldn't. And the movie, there might be one scene like that, barely.
Well, a movie can't be as depictive as a
It's
book.
not. You need to watch the movie then. You need to watch the
If I
movie.
ever get a chance, I'll watch the movie. But if
Well,
if
you
anybody
need
wants
to.
that book, I've got it.
Well, you need to watch the movie though.
All right, what are we
It'll
gonna do?
bring you to tears because it will remind you of Nay. Like it will bring you to tears. I promise you.
She's been dead 8 years.
It's like they are telling y'all's story. put chills up my spine. It really did.
You know what?
Yeah.
I wrote that book about Carolyn, and I like to read my own writing. I'm not kidding. I've read the book on how many times? Man alive, you talk about a good writer. I'm a good writer.
Oh, listen at him, Brad.
It's interesting. But Carolyn was an interesting person. She was one of a million, one of 100 million.
True.
Lord, she stayed with me 6 years. 6 years and 7 months and 10 days and 4 hours.
Listen to that. He knows this. That's amazing, ain't it?
She was a very patient woman.
Oh, yeah, what beauty that be, yeah.
What are we going to do next?
All right, we'll go to a short break.
Short break. I heard that.
Well, it'll be a short break. We have to take a commercial break. But we'll be back right after the break with sports and then some good old Albertology.
All right.
I don't even know what we're going to be talking about today. It'll be a surprise.
You never know.
Yeah, that's true. I usually don't.
I don't even know.
But that is all coming up, folks, right after the break. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Dunlap Mercantile, located in the heart of the beautiful Sequatchie Valley at 15664 Rankin Avenue in Dunlap, Tennessee. Stop in today for some Mayfield ice cream or a cup of community coffee, and if you're interested in renting this venue for your event, call 423-949-2552. Stay tuned to DunlapMercantile.com for concerts and events coming to the Dunlap Mercantile in 2021. God bless.
I'll take care of less today, Dylan. Oh, doggone, I lost my debit card.
Hey, use that new Mountain Valley Bank app we got. You know, Card Valet. You can freeze your card so nobody can use it till you find it.
That's a good idea, Dylan. Where was the last place I used my debit card?
I don't know. Hurry up. I can't stay until I hear error. I feel like I'm doing the mannequin challenge. I'm gonna end up with lockjaw. Thank God.
The app freezes my debit card, Dylan, not you.
Oh.
Welcome back to the Albert and Billy Show here on WUAT Radio and Channel 18 BTC Fiber TV. And also you're watching us on BTC Fiber YouTube. Once again, be sure to get on there and subscribe, folks. Click, like, subscribe. And do us a favor. We'd greatly appreciate it. We need to get to 1,000 and we're getting really close, so...
But don't stop at 1,000.
Yeah, keep going, for sure. And well, we were just talking. Want to thank all the fans for watching. We got some loyal fans, and
That's good.
that is good. So we appreciate that. We have been reading a lot of the emails lately, and it's blowing Papa's mind. It's been going on for a couple months, so. But they are coming in from, it was all over the country, but now it's the world, and we appreciate it. And I'm sorry I don't always remember the names to thank you, but I'm thanking you now. I appreciate each and every one of you. We love all of our fans, don't we?
Yes. But now, don't expect me to get on a plane and fly to where you are. I will not get on a plane.
And you don't want to know why. You really don't. It's crazy. We also want to thank our sponsors, Citizens Tri-County Bank, Pikeville, right here in downtown Pikeville, Bilberry Insurance, Go see Frank, Susan, and Sadie, their little dog. You gotta ask about Sadie when you go over there. On Spring Street, Scotty's, what is it you call Scott? Home of the what? The Scotty Burger?
Scotty Burger.
Right here in downtown Pikeville. Want to thank the offices of Emma Boynton, Lisa Wheeler, and Michael Walker. Big thank you to you guys. Farm Bureau Insurance. Go see Matt Massengale and his friendly staff down in South Pikeville, right next to Putnam Reed Funeral Home like that. Also, Pikeville Family Dentistry. How did you say that?
They're catty cornered.
Catty cornered from us here in our studio, right across the street. Also here in downtown Pikeville. The Loom, our next door neighbor, for many years. Owner Judy Yates, who has owned the Loom for many years. Go see her over there for all your, what is it?
Sewing needs, alterations,
you
flowers, you name it.
Well, that is true. She has a little bit of everything. That is true. Nicaro Antiques, which is a real close neighbor. They're in here with us at WUAT. And if you've not stopped by Nicaro Antiques yet, I really recommend you do it. No kidding. It's a really nice place.
Right
folks.
now they're pushing Father's Day gifts.
Oh, yeah. They are.
Sunday is Father's Day.
Yeah, it is. And if you've not seen Nicaro Antiques, you can go to the YouTube page. I think that's episode 153, where you get a grand tour of Nicaro Antiques. Remember, we talked to everybody that had a booth, and
yes,
it's a really interesting show. It tells you all about it.
Don't forget they sell marbles.
Oh yeah, of course.
You can buy a jar of marbles in
You sure can, but that don't mean it's a sport, Papa. He's still trying to convince me of that. I also want to thank Morgan Brothers and the venue. And they do have the brewery is up and running now, folks. And I'll have a lot of information on that. We'll have a lot of information on that for you guys next week, actually. They got a lot of new things going on, but that is officially open. And it's open through the week. It's open every day, which is good.
They serve food.
Oh, yeah. And I keep hearing they have great pizza. I've heard that from so many people that they have really good pizza.
I had pizza for dinner.
Yeah, I bet it wasn't theirs, was it?
No.
But we're going to try that pizza because too many people's bragging about it. So it must be good. Also, thanks to Gibbs Pools, State Farm Insurance, Nick Smith, and his friendly staff. You can go see them out on the bypass. They're next to the dollar store, right next to them. And we're trying to coordinate an effort to film an episode of our next sponsor, which is Milldown Outdoor Adventures, owned by Timmy and Michelle Campbell. Papa, I'm pulling to you. I forgot to turn my phone on.
Mine's off.
But yeah, hopefully we'll get to film an episode there. That'll be a good time. Milldown Outdoor Adventures. And also the Country Gospel Bluegrass. How does Daryl, I cannot read Daryl's writing there. Showcase Sunday.
Showcase Sunday.
Right, and he puts 8 a.m. on God's time. And that's thanks to all of our sponsors. We really appreciate that, for real, folks. And now, Papa, you can tell us about some sports of all sorts and then some good old Albertology.
You'll want to hear about the French Open.
Oh, yeah, I did watch it. Huge upset.
Well, the tennis world is in an upheaval right now. Rafael,
Rafael Nadal, he usually wins that tournament.
He didn't win.
He's the best clay court player in history.
Roger Federer won his first match and then withdrew to conserve his energy for Wimbledon.
Okay, and I get that, though. All that means is he knows that clay's his worst surface. Grass is his best surface.
Okay.
He knows he has a better shot at winning Wimbledon.
Okay.
I think that's smart.
But then Osaka did not participate in the French Open. So you take away
that was
two of the biggest draws in tennis are not there. So it takes away some of the aura, takes away some of the suspense about who will win.
It sure does.
But the fella that won, what was his name?
Not that big. It was Novak Djokovic. I mean, he's right up there with Nadal, Federer.
I think they've all won. No, he's won 19 now.
He's one or two behind them still.
He was 18, now he's won 19. But
but
Nadal and Federer both have 20 wins in the major tournaments.
That's right. They're tied for first. You know, and you have Serena Williams, the American on the women's side, who has
she got beat.
Been trying for at least a year now to break the all-time record for the women
with Margaret Court,
or tie it with Margaret Court.
Is it 23 or 24?
She's at 23. She needs to get to 24 and 25 to break it. You know, ever since then though, that you can tell that pressure is getting to her, Papa, big time. She's aging. I don't think that's it though. The talent's still there. I think it's pressure. I do, because she makes the finals, but she just completely tanks it in the finals.
Well, she's a mama now.
And plus, she did. I mean, I know she just had a baby and stuff, and it. I mean, she's going to have to. It'll take a little time. I still think she can break that record because just the talent alone. I mean, she's enormously talented.
She's one of a kind.
She is, and she's one of a bunch. She's determined to break that record, but I think once she makes the finals, she's got to do something different mentally. Because whatever she's doing is not working in that final.
There are circumstances that fall into people's lives that changes their goal.
Oh, that's true.
For instance, Tiger Woods, I don't think he'll ever be back to where he was.
No, because if he was going to be, it already happened, Papa.
Well, this latest episode, I don't believe he'll be back to where he was.
That sealed the deal right there. But he was struggling even before that.
College baseball, the NCAA.
Yeah.
Omaha, Nebraska.
Which is where they'll have the World Series, correct?
That's the World Series. 3 teams out of the SEC are participating out of the 8. 3 out of 8 teams in the College World Series is out of the SEC. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, because one's Tennessee, ain't it?
Tennessee will play Virginia tomorrow at 1 o'clock our time.
Ooh. And this is part of the World Series, though. They'll be in.
We're in the World
Omaha,
Series in Omaha.
All right. Has Tennessee ever made it that far before in baseball?
I think they've been to the World Series, but they've.
It must have been a long time ago.
Here's the predicament the Tennessee administrators are in now. Tony Vitello, the coach of the Tennessee Volunteers baseball team, earns $600,000 a year.
He's going to want more money than that now.
He's the lowest paid coach in the SEC.
That will change.
A&M has an opening.
Uh-oh.
One other school has an opening. Both schools are interested in Tony Vitello.
How are you?
Both schools.
Texas A&M and who?
Texas A&M and LSU. The LSU's coach is retiring. He makes $1.2 million a year.
Whoa.
They're sending vibes to Tennessee.
Tennessee's going to have to, if they want to keep him, they're going to have to match it.
Well, not only will they have to up his salary, they need to up his salary before he goes to the College World Series when he's already there. No move has been made to retain him. Here's another problem.
Well, that's not very smart.
You remember a couple of weeks ago, it showed my next door neighbor, Roy Lee Stanford, catching the baseball.
Yeah, Peyton Manning threw out. Yeah.
Okay.
I sure did.
4,300 fans had stacked the stadium. That's too few. There needs to be a renovation of the baseball situation completely. They need to spend dollars to make dollars.
I mean, that,
Instead of basketball and football carrying the ball, they want baseball to carry the ball too. To do that, they've got to have more seats in the stands because Tony Vitello is going to produce a winning team to fill the stands.
That's
so
what
not
you want
only
to hear. That's what
they're going to have to double his salary.
They
From
are.
600,000, he's got to go to 1.2 million.
That obviously they have a choice on that, and you're right about the stands too.
And
they'll probably start doing
a
that.
couple of schools have said we'll pay to get him. Whatever. But Mark Wiedmer wrote in his article in the Tennessee Times, the Chattanooga Times, he said whatever the other schools offer him, pay him $1 more.
I agree, Mark. I do. I agree, Mark.
Keep him.
Absolutely right. Look how long. Look how long of a drought.
He's the one bright spot in the coaching situation at Tennessee for the last few years. Although we'll have to say the ladies basketball coach is a plus. And
it's a lot better than Holly Warlick. Yeah.
And the football coach, Josh Heupel, the jury's still out on him. But it looks like he
sounds
will be
a little I mean, it sounds a little promising with him. I think his style of play is going to be fun to watch. He's kind of an offensive guru, so they should be fun to watch now.
He's not just a kind of. He is an offensive guru. Okay, Atlanta's still in third place, about 4 games out, and my Dodgers are second place, 2.5 out.
Okay. I knew they were doing better in Atlanta because they were your Dodgers again. You can tell when his Dodgers are doing good, folks.
I think the Hawks and the 76ers are tied.
I think they are.
Well, I think Atlanta might have gone one ahead last night. I don't know what they did last night.
Oh, they could have. They could have. I forgot about
Football, Tennessee. They signed their 6th recruit Sunday. They got a 3-star running back. His name is Dylan Sampson. He's from Louisiana.
Well,
And he picked Tennessee over the likes of Arkansas, Mississippi State, South Carolina, and Vanderbilt, as well as Louisville, Michigan State, and Purdue. That's how many schools were interested in his talents, and he picked Tennessee.
Good deal. Good deal.
In golf.
We'll take it.
You didn't think I mentioned golf, did you? Yesterday, the U.S. Open started, and it's at Torrey Pines Golf Course in San Diego, California.
Okay.
It is the 121st U.S. Open. The #1 golfer in the world, ranked by all the other golfers, Dustin Johnson, is there on hand. 156 golfers teed off yesterday for the first round. It will be concluded Sunday, and I have no way of knowing who will be the winner, nor does anyone else. But here's the advantage this year. Since it's being played in California, it will be viewed here in prime time.
Oh, good.
It will be prime time television watching.
I like to hear that. If it's been played in California, then chances are the weather will be really, really good.
All right, we're ready for Albertology. That's all it's for.
Good old Albertology. Let's hear it, Papa.
Then we'll have some jokes.
All right.
This is no surprise to me. The 37367. What is that? 37.
Zip code.
That's the zip code for where?
Pikeville.
Bledsoe County, Pikeville.
Yeah.
Of the 10 wealthiest zip codes in the state of Tennessee, we're not in the top 10.
God.
But who do you think? Where do you think is the top wealthiest zip code in Tennessee? What community would be the wealthiest?
Memphis, maybe.
No.
Wait, what now?
The wealthiest area of Tennessee.
Yeah.
What zip code would represent the wealth of the people that live there?
Oh man.
It's close. It's close to us. Less than 50 miles away.
Chattanooga.
Well, it's an area close to Chattanooga.
Look
out.
172.
Look out mountain.
Look out mountain.
mountain.
Dang. I would have never got that.
Oh, it was a natural to me. I knew that's where it would be.
Oh. Well.
Nashville is second.
Not surprised.
Germantown is third.
Maybe surprised a little bit.
Belmead, I knew that. Belmead.
Never heard of
near,
it.
That's near, well, it's the ritzy part of Nashville.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Brentwood is also in Nashville.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Yeah. Been there many
Franklin is near Nashville.
times. Is it? Yeah.
Then
I guess
Nashville
so.
itself is number 7. West Memphis. You talked about Memphis.
Mhm.
You're getting close to Arkansas when you're in West Memphis.
I know. Really close, aren't you?
And
And Mississippi, too.
number 9 and number 10, not even, I don't even know them.
Huh?
Don't even know them.
Oh.
Well, okay, you read them.
Well, you
see if
piqued my
know 'em.
curiosity here.
You know either one of them?
No. Let's see. Arlington in Williamson County.
All right. Do you know it?
Kind of sounds familiar,
Can you
but
pronounce the last one, can you?
I thought, oh,
EADS?
oh, wow. No wonder you did. Oh.
All right, so leave me alone.
I didn't see the ADS.
I've got some presidential thumbnail sketches I want us just to briefly touch on.
All right.
President number 37 was Richard Nixon. You remember him?
Well, man, obviously I don't remember him, but I've heard of him. He was very famous and got some trouble with what?
He got some trouble with
Watergate.
Watergate was the thing that brought him down. He was a lawyer. He was a senator. He served 2 terms.
Dang.
He was from the Republican Party, and he served 1 full term and 1 year and 201 days on his second term. He was
Dang.
reelected.
Really?
His vice president was Spiro Agnew. He resigned October of 73. Gerald Ford was appointed vice president because of Agnew. Something happened to Agnew.
Yeah.
18-year-olds were allowed in the 26th Amendment to vote.
Yeah.
The first man on the moon, Neil Armstrong, was on his watch.
Dang.
He ended the war in Vietnam. This is a plus for him. Big plus.
It is.
The reason the speed limit dropped down to 55 miles per hour was during his administration, but it was to conserve energy on the highways.
Whose administration was this again?
Nixon. Then the Watergate
Possibly.
scandal demanded that he resign or be impeached.
And he resigned, huh?
He was given an or else. You resign or we will impeach you.
Well, I guess he had the trial. I guess he wanted people to hear his side of the story.
So on
But
August the
so
8th
you have anything to stand on.
of 74, on a television, in front of a television camera, he resigned.
I did not know that.
He was the first president to go to all 50 states while he was president.
Wow. Wow. That's
I
amazing.
remember
You'd think
now-
they'd all do that. They should.
Why Gerald Ford was appointed to take Agnew's place. Agnew got into some trouble
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
over tax evasion, and he was forced to resign.
Okay.
So that was a corrupt administration. The president had to resign, and the vice president both.
Dang. That
So
is
he
so
was the
not right.
First president in the history of the United States that ever had to resign.
Oh, man. That is pathetic.
President number 38,
Who's that?
Gerald Ford.
Oh.
He took over.
Or him. I would say he took over for him, didn't he?
His name was Leslie Lynch King Jr. He renamed himself.
I would too.
He took the name of his stepfather instead of the name of his father.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I don't understand that one.
I never heard of. I know a man in Bledsoe County that went by his middle name. They called him his middle name, and he went to court and changed his name so that he wouldn't be called his middle name. It's the truth. He's still alive. Are you listening to me? And I don't want to call his name.
Come on now, let's hear it.
I'm not going to tell his name. He went to court to change his name because I'm not going to tell you why. Okay.
Do you know how wrong it is to get people's hopes up like that and then not answer?
I just said I happen to know someone that went to court in Bledsoe County to change his name. Okay.
No, I ain't heard like that at all.
He gave Nixon, after Gerald Ford took over as president, and he's a Republican, and Nixon was a Republican. He gave Nixon full pardon for what he had done.
Whoa.
Full pardon.
How come?
Absolute. Well, I don't know why, but he did under his term.
Which I've heard Jimmy Carter is now like a really good person, actually. Like a really, really good person. I've heard that about him a lot lately. No lie.
Well, I like Jimmy Carter. He's people would stand in line for hours to get to hear him teach Sunday school. All right. The Soviet and U.S. space program both men met in space in 1975. They had a space station. It's called MIR, M-I-R. Their laboratory is still there in space. They had one up there.
That should be multiple choice. Some of them should be multiple choice, shouldn't they?
He was the only man to serve as vice president and president without being elected.
Gotcha.
He was appointed.
Wow.
He was appointed, and he was appointed vice president when Agnew resigned, and he was appointed president when Nixon resigned. He did not
That's crazy.
He did not have to be elected. He was twice they attempted to assassinate him.
That's pathetic right there.
All right, now
Just
Jimmy
to shut him up.
Jimmy Carter is president number 39.
Let's hear about old Jimmy I smoked pot on the roof Carter with Willie Nelson.
He went to the Naval Academy. He was a senator. He was a governor. He was a Democrat. His vice president was Walter Mondale. He was the first president to use his nickname, Jimmy.
Really?
Most all presidents went by their full name. Harry S. Truman is the only man that was ever elected president. The S does not have a period after it. The S does not stand for any name.
Right.
His parents named him Harry S. Truman.
Okay.
And the S has no period after it.
Okay.
He was an unknown candidate outside of Georgia. He was that's the only place he was well known.
Yeah.
But he defeated Ford in the election because of the dragging down of the Watergate scandal of the Republican Party.
You're kidding.
Then when he ran against Ronald Reagan, Reagan won in a landslide.
Oh, yeah. I do
Reagan
remember
won
that.
in a landslide.
Yeah.
All right, that's all
I
my
remember
presidents.
that.
That's all my presidents.
All right. Well, let's hear a joke or two.
You want me to tell
three.
some? Let me.
No, I don't want you to tell a story. I want you to tell a joke.
There's a difference.
Yeah, there is, but you don't seem to think so.
Bernadette
tell you
Peters.
every week.
I want to read this. I've worked these celebrity ciphers every day.
Mm-hmm.
Bernadette Peters said, "You've got to be original, because if you're like someone else, what do they need you for?"
Ooh, that's pretty good.
She's a pretty smart cookie. Benjamin Franklin.
That is very good.
You remember Benjamin Franklin, don't you?
Yeah.
Benjamin Franklin said, "Beware of little expenses. A small leak can sink a big ship." Little expenses. My little expenses are my light bill, my water bill, and my phone bill.
No kidding, but
You remember Wayne Newton, don't you?
well, once again, I've heard
I
of
got-
him and all that.
You got to go back along. But I got to hear Wayne Newton live.
Oh man, that would be a treat right
Carolyn
there.
and I got to hear Wayne Newton.
Wow.
He
I'm sure
said,
that was great.
He said, you have to go through those mountains and valleys, because that's what life is, soul growth. You have to have the mountain experiences to help you when you have the valley experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne Newton. He was not at his peak when we heard him, but we enjoyed it.
Good.
There was a big crowd of people there. Big crowd of people.
Good.
All right. Let me tell you what Winston Churchill said.
Is it funny?
Let me just tell you what Winston Churchill said. This is
That's
not
a
my
no.
joke. This is not my joke.
That's a no.
He said, "History will be kind to me, for I intend to write it."
Shoot.
It'll be kind to you if you do the writing.
Oh yeah.
All right.
It sure would.
Here's your
That
joke.
one's about stupid, but okay.
Love is like an exploding cigar that we willingly smoke. An exploding cigar, and we willingly smoke it because of love. Rita Rudner. You remember her from Saturday Night Live? You wouldn't remember her. Rita.
Once again, though, heard of her.
When I meet
Didn't she die?
I don't know.
Ain't she the one that got sick on there and died?
She says, when I meet a man, I ask myself, is this the man I want my
Yeah.
children to spend their weekends with? She knows she's going to divorce. When confronted with two evils, a man will always choose the prettier. I got to get to the next page. All right. My husband said he needed more space, so I
Oh.
locked him outside. Roseanne Barr, do you remember her?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
you have to remember Roseanne Barr. You may marry the man of your dreams, but 15 years later, you're married to a reclining chair that burps. If it weren't for marriage, men and women would have to fight with total strangers. There's a lot of fighting goes on between husbands and wives. Carol and I never did have a fight. The closest we ever came to divorce would be every year when we put up the Christmas tree.
Gee, I wonder why.
Shirley Temple. Now you wouldn't remember Shirley Temple, but she was a
I've
child
heard.
movie star, and then she kept her famous. She stayed famous.
Yeah.
But this is what she said. I stopped believing in Santa Claus when my mother took me to see him in a department store, and he asked me for my autograph. Here's the 3 stages in a man's life.
Oh, okay. Gotta
First
hear this
stage, he believes in Santa Claus.
one. That's right.
Second stage, he doesn't believe in Santa Claus.
Boo.
Third stage, he is Santa Claus.
pretty good, Papa.
Okay. Now Will Rogers said this. I've got two books on. The life of Will Rogers. He's one of the most interesting men I ever read after.
Yeah.
He said that when Henry Ford invented the automobile, that we needed to wait 100 years before we gave him credit, because he said we don't know how successful that car is going to be. But when the Wright brothers came out with aviation, he embraced it. He loved it. He took advantage of it.
Yeah.
And in the year 1935, the year I was born,
Yeah.
he and Wally Post got on a plane, headed for Alaska. And on the way to Alaska, the plane crashed and killed both of them.
Oh my God.
He lived in Oklahoma, and a man took it upon himself to be the one to go and break the news to Mrs. Rogers. So when he knocked on the door and she came to the door, he said, Mrs. Rogers, I'm here to tell you some sad news. Will got killed in an airplane crash.
Oh my God.
And she said, she didn't cry. She said, Will can't be dead. The man was taken aback, and he looked at her and he said, Mrs. Rogers, I'm here to tell you, it was my responsibility. Your husband got killed in a plane crash. He and Wally Post died. But she said, Will can't be dead. And the man just stood there and said, well, Mrs. Rogers, why can't Will be dead? She said,
For real?
Because I love him too much. This is what Will Rogers said. A holding company is a thing where you hand an accomplice the goods while the police searches you. Success isn't permanent, and failure isn't fatal. You want it to be something funny.
I was about to say, yeah, that was not the least bit
Bette
funny.
Midler. You heard of Bette Midler.
Yeah.
The worst part of success is trying to find someone who's happy for you.
Ooh, I'd say that's very true.
If at
Got a lot of
first,
haters out there.
if at first you don't succeed, find out if the loser gets anything. To make a small fortune, invest a large fortune. And the last one, J. Paul Getty.
Yes, yeah.
J. Paul Getty, you wouldn't remember him, but he's very
Not a
rich
clue.
man. Oil man.
Okay.
Formula for success. Rise early, work hard, and strike oil. That's it for Albert.
That's great. That one was okay, I guess. I mean,
Rise early, work hard, and strike oil. J. Paul Getty, if you knew him, you would understand why he said that.
oh, really? Okay.
J. Paul Getty.
Okay. Sounds fair. Well, those are some good jokes, Papa.
Better than common?
About the same.
That's
But we want to thank everyone for listening to us on WUAT Radio today. And as always, for watching us on Channel 18 UTC, listen, BTC Fiber.
Yeah, BTC.
And I don't know why I have UTC on the brain. They're not doing anything. BTC Fiber YouTube page, though. Also watch us on Channel 18 BTC Fiber. And once again, get on the YouTube page and subscribe.
And
We want you to like and comment as well, but the key is to subscribe. We got to keep emphasizing that. We need to subscribe, and we're going to greatly appreciate that, folks. We really are. I promise you. And we can get there. We're getting close. But that is it for this edition of the Albert and Billy Show. Tune in next week for another all-new episode of the Albert and Billy Show. So long, folks.
I love you, folks. Bye-bye.
Hey, folks. Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks everybody for watching.